Stay here. What up, Chris? What up, Con? I was just reading a text. I didn't even know I was live. Yo, it's been crazy, bro. Like, imagine somebody starting their own company and doing every job. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm trying to, like, compete with ESPN, and it's just me. It's absolutely nuts, bro. But I do appreciate you guys joining me live. And I don't know why I can't. Oh, there we go. I was trying to get this TV going. Alexa off. This is a good game. A lot of players I want to see here, particularly the Bucks running game. I picked up Peyton Barber in the throne, who's in right now. I see he's playing with the starters. That's a good thing. I think Peyton Barber is kind of underrated, not because I picked him up, but, I mean, for somebody to just drop him like that is just disrespectful. And my stream's not working. That's why you see me on just like this right now. Out to dinner with the fam. I'm coming back later. Just wanted to say what up. Cool. I should be on here for at least another, hour or two. Oh, yeah, Nick Chubb. I don't want Nick Chubb to play, though. You feel me? What up? Who's on with me? Why is this? There we go. Bucks and Browns. That would be a good game, like a good regular season game for sure. What up, guys? On YouTube Live right now. You know my lives are always lit. Come join me answering all questions and talking this game. YouTube Live right now. You know my lives are always lit. Come join me answering all questions and talking this game. Guys, on YouTube Live right now. You know my lives are always lit. Come join me. Barber. I love seeing the starters play, man. I forgot they got Richardson, too, the Browns on defense. Their Browns defense is going to be lit. Really like them in Detroit. Barber's getting all the snaps, man. 2nd and 12. Oh, they sacked Jameis Winston. Was that Vernon pickup from the Giants? Olivier, but man, that Browns defense, him and fucking, what's his name? Myles Garrett, that's going to be a problem. All right, this is going to be interesting. Who is in as the third down back? Even though 3rd and 18, I doubt they're going to do anything crazy. Okay, this is interesting. It looks like it is Barber in on 3rd down. Oh, another sack. Woo. Damn. Browns. What up, Max? It's kind of quiet today. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for doing that thumbnail too. I wanna really get as much content done this weekend to help everybody out, since it is, everybody's drafts this weekend. So I'm gonna be doing mocks all tomorrow. I want to pump out a bunch of YouTube videos on Sunday. Was hoping to do that today, but obviously can only do so much, right? Who's on with me? Give me a like and tell me what's up. Dope. Cool, man. You know what's funny? We're gonna look back at these days, Max, and we're gonna laugh. We're gonna be like, damn, I remember those days. There was only 3 people on my live, and now there's millions. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak things into existence. And you hear that if you listen to these like famous people and their stories and all they had to overcome, bro. Like Jay-Z was booed off stage, Jim Carrey was booed off stage. They was started with like 1 or 2 people in the audience, and then they tell you these stories, and it's like, damn, I'm starting where they are. But it's the ones that give up that don't, end up achieving their goals, that end up miserable because, something told them they should proceed, but then they got in their own way, No, I got you, bro. Loyalty. I'm a tourist, bro. Loyalty and honesty is our 2 big things. How long I'm going to be on live for? Probably, through the games. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in these games because I got a lot of stock in Kerryon Johnson and Ty Johnson. Got some stock here with Peyton Barber. Got some stock, I'm keeping my eye out on Bruce Anderson. So, yeah, man, these games I have to pay close attention to. So I might as well kick it with y'all. That's what's up, Chris. Take this time, guys. Take this time to ask all the questions, talk strat, whatever it is that you guys need. Let me know. Let me know what leagues you guys are in. If you have any drafts coming up, what's the scoring system? So this is the time. Because when I'm online, usually I'm like, now I'm just chilling. Take advantage. The Bucks and the Browns and Detroit and somebody. Hold on. I know because the Lions I'm vested in is Detroit and it's the Bills and the Lions. Okay, so the Bills got some interesting players too because you got Singletary. Ooh. So you got Singletary, you know what I'm saying? You got a couple of young guys. I don't know if Dawson Knox is playing, but he's a dynasty guy I'm looking at. I always dig deep. I have a PPR draft on Sunday morning. Okay, how many teams? How many receivers? Super flex? Anything crazy? I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab some water. Keep hitting this damn table. Ten team. How many receivers? 3, I'm assuming. Any super flex? Two wide receivers. Oh, that's tricky. See, that's the type of league I've been playing the last 5 years. I don't like it. Well, no. We did 3 receivers. Yeah, 2 receivers, bro. That's tough. Everybody's got to be stacked. What up, Dubs? What up, Rye? $100 buy-in, winner take all. So I need to win this league. Yeah, man. You read my book, right? That's a great start. And then getting in the Facebook group, dude, it's worth it, man. Because there you dig deep. See, the times to dig deep are now in the Facebook group. Yeah, so you should be good, bro. If you read that, you should be good. And then obviously through the year, that's what the Facebook group is for, because then we can really dig deep and really strategize. My dynasty league is 10 teams, and it's tomorrow, but I still have no clue where I pick from. But I know it's 25 rounds, and it's 1 QB. Why is my screen fucked up? The mouse is there. 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Oh, it's 2 flex. Okay, 1 tight end. 15 bench. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that, bruh. Tevin Coleman or Miles Sanders? You see, that's a great question. And again, this you're not gonna hear this anywhere, bro. The lives is where I can, like I said, dig deep. Depends how your team is assembled. The reason I say that, because if let's say you got a lot of sure players, like you got a lot of slam dunks, safe players, then you could go with Miles Sanders, who has a higher ceiling, might finish stronger. But let's say if Tevin Coleman's got to be your third back, or if it's your third back you're talking about, it still depends. I think I would lean towards Coleman, though, because I think Coleman's a lot safer. I think he'll be a lot more consistent. But I can see, and this is just my thinking, I could see Miles Sanders being one of those guys that just like completely takes over late. But I'm not sure if we're going to see him just pop off the bat. And, you know, my saying goes, let's worry about the now, let's worry about the later, because if you start drafting for the future, and I've actually done that before, I've gotten myself in trouble where I'm always ahead of the curve, and I see things, but the problem is you can't draft for the future, because then, yeah, at the end of the year, my team was stacked, but because I ended up starting in such a bad start that, you know, by then it was too late. So you got to be careful going too much upside. That's why I always say go as secure as possible early in the rounds, 4 or 5 rounds, and then after that it's pure upside. So yeah, I mean, it's close, but I think I'd probably give the edge to Coleman. Am I going to be on all day YouTube so you can help me out a bit? I'm going to be on all day tomorrow doing mocks. Tonight I'm going to be on at least for the game, so it's going to be at least another couple hours. I'm in 2.5 point. Okay, so you 2.5 PPR, 1 dynasty, 1 PPR. All have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. But how many people, David? Yeah, man. That's why, bro, a lot of people don't like picking early. I love picking early because I'm good at spotting shit before everybody else. And Dubs, obviously, you are too, because, bro, that's such a huge advantage when you have a potential top 5 to 7 back, which I think is what he'll be, and that's your third back. That's crazy. Who are your other two? Oh, yeah, that's a crazy league, Max. 10. Okay, 10 people. Yeah, I hate those type of leagues, man. Those 10 teams, only 2 wide receivers. Everybody's stacked, dude. With those teams, dude, I would go like all running back, like 5 running backs the first 6 rounds and 1 receiver. Because you're going to have so many receivers. There's going to be dope-ass receivers on waivers. If you pick more than 1 receiver in the first 5, 6 rounds, it's like, unless it's just trash running backs. What up, Lisa? That's not Lisa because he's on his mom's account because he's 10 years old and can't have his own account. What up? Kamara and Chubb and 1 and McCaffrey down. Wow, that's freaking abuse. Abuse. I drafted August 15th and got David Montgomery 7th round. Yeah, I mean, you're killing it, bro. I love to see this. And I love that I got so many of you that are with me from the beginning because there's so many of you that came on late and you still killed it. Some of you just missed the playoffs or just missed the championship because you caught on a little late, but you killed it. But your draft is so horrible that, we just came up just short. I love that you guys are on right now. It's get me from the beginning. There's going to be so many people winning. So, yeah, love that, love that, love that, love that. Do you remember how many guys I have on my team? What, with the IDP, you mean? Godwin getting those short passes. Ooh, he just broke one. Man, Godwin is going to be a beast. Stop showcasing him. Fuck. Sorry, Lisa. I didn't mean to curse. What do you think about Le'Veon Bell in the first round? I think that's a horrible idea, Lisa. I think, Mr. Ayano. We got to give you a nickname or something, bud, because it's not Lisa, and you don't want to tell me your name, which is fine. I understand, but let's give you Yano. Yano is your name. Yeah, okay. I have the. Are you okay with that? I have the 10th pick this weekend. 10th pick is not bad, especially in a 10-team league. It's not. It's a little worse than the 12-team, I think. The back-to-back could be cool, but sometimes you find yourself reaching. That's what I thought. I felt we reached both of our picks in the throne. I reached for Lindsey. There was no other back. And the problem is, it looks like a really bad pick, but there was nobody available. Fournette was gone. Jacobs was gone. Montgomery was gone. Kerryon Johnson, Aaron Jones. And then if we didn't pick Lindsey, we would have picked backs to the end of the 5th, 6th, which we ended up getting lucky and got Coleman at the end of the 5th, Drake at the top of the 6th, which isn't bad. Hopefully he plays week 1. Balaj hasn't looked very good. But, yeah, so it forces you because I build my team around multiple running backs, a lot of running back depth, and that end pick could force you to reach. Cooper Kupp, top of the 4th, I don't think that's really that much of a reach, especially now. It seemed a lot worse at the time. Plastic Man just killed his draft. His wife don't know what's coming to her. She's going to really hate me when you go undefeated and she's struggling to make the playoffs. I wish I had an ace wide receiver in one of those leagues. It just the next wide receiver available is Tilton and Keenan, so I went to bro, literally. And then I hope, because you've been following me for a while, dude. I preach this to the core. I hope that after those 3 straight, you went with a Godwin, a Boyd, a Cooper Kupp, probably both. That's my strategy going into this year, based on where guys are going, based on these late round picks. 3-headed monster right off the bat, Godwin, Kupp, or replace that with Tyler Boyd. Even a Galladay if you strike out. You know what I'm saying? That's such a lit team. It's ridiculous. What up, Sebs? Sebi? I'm going to get this tea kettle going. Keep that energy up. I'm excited to be with y'all this Friday night. What up, gangsta? All right. Alrighty then. I took Hill over Juju. Should I be losing sleep? I mean, it could work out for you. I wouldn't have done that, but I don't think it's going to be something where you lose sleep over unless Tyreek gets injured, which is not, you can't control that, or he ends up injuring some kids. You can't control that either. But, I mean, to me, Juju's safer, so I would have went Juju. But Tyreek's definitely got upside, man. Juan Carlos, ¿qué pasa, chico? My man from Wisconsin, Puerto Rico. You can call me Kobe. Kobe Bryant. But spelled like Kobe, the stereo equipment. Another catch. Yo, Godwin is off the chisel. Honestly, bro, was it Juan Carlos? Yo, I think, bro, I don't know why I got a feeling. I think it was Juan Carlos already said this, so I don't want to sound like I'm piggy, but I feel the same way too. I feel like Godwin can outscore Mike Evans. Like, no joke. And I like Mike Evans, but man, Godwin's just, you know what I'm saying? But then again, is Mike Evans even playing right now? Oh, Mike Evans inactive. So maybe that's why it has something to do with it. I just love – who is this guy? Is that Obagawala or whatever his name is? Who was that? Oh, that's some Wilson guy. I don't know who that is. Godwin top 10 for sure. Godwin moving on my goals list. Do you think the Browns are a dumpster fire or the new Pats? More the new Pats than a dumpster fire. I got Godwin in every league. Yeah, he's lit, man. He's lit, dude. I've been telling people that's the whole reason that I'm telling people for the first time I'm going 3 straight running backs, because the wide receivers that are available in that 4th, 5th, and 6th round are so fire. Not so much the 6th, but I'm talking about guys like Cooper Kupp, Chris Godwin first, Cooper Kupp, all the guys I mentioned in the YouTube video, Tyler Boyd. Those guys I really think could be the top 10. I think all 3 will be top 12 receivers, and you could get them like in the 4th or 5th round. There's no need to reach for a receiver, especially the receivers in the 3rd round, like T.Y. Hilton, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Cooks. I'll take Godwin, Cooper Kupp, and Boyd over those guys any day. They're going to be PPR target hogs. For real, bro. I'm going to have to bench one of Godwin, Aaron Jones, or David Montgomery. Problems you have when you draft. Yeah, good problem to have. It'll all work itself out. You could play the matchups or whatever. Godwin and Boyd are must-haves. I agree. What record do you think the Browns are going to have? I think they're going to have about 10-6, 11-5. Really top 15, I think he very well could be, absolutely. For some reason, I couldn't get Sunday Ticket on my Mac. Well, that stinks. What about DK Metcalf? Not a DK Metcalf. He'll be inconsistent like many rookies. I think he'll be similar to a one-trick pony. Injury-prone, stay away. Robbie Anderson. I love Robbie Anderson this year. 6th-round steal. Robbie Anderson has top 10 potential. Not saying he'll be top 10. Only because, he's more, but he's going to get those chunks. I love Robbie Anderson because he's got a quarterback. They have a special relationship. And you could tell when a quarterback and a wide receiver have that relationship. And now he's got the coach, Adam Gase. Robbie Anderson might be the steal of the draft, low-key. You have the chance to trade Hill for Juju. I mean, that's one of those, it's just a matter of taste. I'd rather have Juju. That's just me. Isabella, he's not somebody you draft. Isabella is a better dynasty play. I think he'll have his games where he might go off and catch a couple deep ones, but he's not somebody that you want to rely on as a starter. You want to fill your bench with him. I just don't like carrying that many receivers. So the one backup that I have as a receiver is usually, I usually don't have more than one or two backups at receiver. I rather have somebody that's going to be a little more secure than just, you know, a dart that you would use as a bye week filler or a desperate flex. All those guys, okay, when I group videos together, that's a good question, Max. When I make videos, usually all the players in the video are similar. So, yes, I have my favorites, like the wide receiver video, the undervalued. I like Godwin and Cup the most, and then probably Boyd, and then really, but I could see all of them, Robbie Anderson, I could see all of them having the possibility of outplaying or outproducing each other. So same thing. I love Darwin Thompson the most because he's in Kansas City, but then there's definitely a world where Justice Hill could be the one that breaks out bigger than all of them, or Darrell Henderson, or Devin Singletary. You know what I'm saying? Because they all have, like, Devin Singletary looks like he's going to get possibly the most volume based on what we've seen in the preseason. Darwin Thompson has the most talent. Justice Hill is in arguably the best situation besides Kansas City because Baltimore, the way they use their running backs, the running offense, and he has a specific set of skills that neither Ingram nor Gus Edwards have. Okay? So, and then there's Darrell Henderson. He could end up being, you know, the Gurley for the Rams if Gurley goes down and they're using him in the passing game. So, you know, each one of them you can make a case for. So all those players are kind of similar. They all have huge upside. There also is a downside. What if Gurley, I don't think so. What if Gurley stays healthy? What if Darrell Henderson continues to not be able to read the zone scheme? What if Darwin Thompson is nothing but a complimentary third down back that they use as a gadget? I don't think so. Again, what if Singletary, they choose to be stubborn and they play McCoy and Gore and, you know, like, or what if Singletary comes on late? Same thing with Justice Hill. What if they keep him under the wraps and then it takes an Ingram? You know, there's so many possibilities. That's why I group my players into tiers. I own 0 shares of Robbie Anderson. Need to get him in some best ball league so I can root for him. Yeah, Robbie Anderson's a must. Thoughts on Rashad Penny? He's sliding down that pole like a stripper on a roll. Yeah, he's nothing but a handcuff at this point. Because we're not planning to have a receiver, and my dad asked me for you to help me. Yeah, that's cool, bro. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. It's going to be a year for Entourage this year. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Wow, just got offered Juju, Miles Sanders, for Hill, Josh Gordon, and Balaj. I would do that personally. Talent over everything, right? Bucks, potato, that field goal kick. Well, it looks like the other game's about to start now, too. Is OBJ playing? I didn't even notice. Wonder how many teams will have. Oh, shoot. I forgot about my team. What? Yeah. There we go. Kirk value went down on the fantasy app. Which Kirk? Christian Kirk or Kirk Cousins? I guess you're talking about Christian Kirk, right? Who's that? Ogubagawala, whatever his name is. I like Christian Kirk. I think he's a solid wide receiver 3. With upside. I'm not crazy about Christian Kirk. I just feel like I don't know if Kyler Murray's going to have just one receiver. I don't know. I could be wrong. I do like that he's getting some time in the slot, though. It's not just Larry Fitz, so that's always a good thing. I would love Christian Kirk if I knew for sure he was playing the slot. Yeah, ESPN's got Montgomery ranked 60. That's it's pretty ludicrous. Yeah, I bench Kirk for Sutton. I mean, that's one of those. I mean, they're about even. I actually probably like Kirk a little bit more. I think he's a little. Cortland Sutton, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of bust potential. I don't feel like there's any bust potential with Kirk. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel like in Denver, there's just so many different guys, man. Like, I love Sutton from a talent standpoint. I did a rap about him. I don't rap about players I don't like. But I think there's a bigger chance for him to be a bust than Kirk. But I think they both should do good. But I also think Sutton has, like, wide receiver 1 talent. It reminds me a lot of Brandon Marshall. I also said that in the rap. And I mean it, man. Same team, same physique. Like, he has true wide receiver 1 talent. But, there's just so many people. There's the running game with Lindsey and Freeman, and then using a third back, whether it's Riddick or now Booker. Then you got Sanders is tearing it up. They even said they really like Tim Patrick, and I actually really like Tim Patrick. I watched him play. He's another physical. This dude's 6'5". Tim Patrick's very underrated receiver. And they got Deshaun Hamilton. So there's so many people that I have a hard time believing Cortland Sutton is going to be consistent. So it's one of those where you might have to play the matchups. Would you trade Penny for Curtis Samuel? Probably not. Probably not, because for me, it goes back to one of those things like extraordinary versus ordinary. I feel like both of them are a risk. I feel like neither is going to be consistent. But if something happens to Carson, then Penny has a lot more potential than Curtis Samuel will ever have this year. Curtis Samuel at his best will be like, one of those, just a typical wide receiver 3, boomer bust, has high ceiling, low floor. Penny at his best can be a high RB2. I don't want to say a RB1. I mean, it's not impossible if Chris Carson gets hurt, but we haven't seen that yet. But he could definitely be an RB2. And chances are both of them are your bench players. So I'd rather go with that upside of what Penny could be, because let's face it, Chris Carson has a long injury history. He's missed more games than he's played. So chances are he'll miss some games this year, and you'll be happy that you have Penny. Browns, we can't get separation. I want Baker to go off. Yeah, man, this Bucs defense looks pretty improved under Todd Bowles. You've been hearing that. They got some nice, good players. They're just young. They got some talent, though. They just been beat up. Got a PPO draft in about an hour. What's a PPO draft? Got the 10th, 11th pick. Still don't know what I want. Hopefully something good falls. Yeah, somebody will fall, man. Somebody's going to reach for Bell. Somebody's going to reach for DJ at number 5. Although DJ, that's where he goes. But somebody's going to reach for Bell. Somebody could reach for Gurley. So if they start reaching for those guys, you're going to have some nice guys fall to you. I hope you get Nick Chubb if you want him. I hope you do want him. Or Mixon or Juju. And if you could get 2 of those, then Gotcha. I never heard it referred to that, but. Damn. I guess y'all didn't like me blowing my nose. I just lost like 3 or 4 people. So standard. You don't like saying standard. Don't get points. Oh. Man, 2 of the best offenses, and who would have known this defensive game in preseason, right? Go figure. You think Seahawks will run a committee? I do not. I think it'll be Carson and mostly Carson. Now, will Penny get some carries? Yes, but I don't consider, another running back getting carries a committee. I mean a real committee, and no, I do not think. Yeah, I think it's going to be 65 to 75% Carson. I consider a committee when it's more like 50-50, 55, maybe 60-40. I don't think it's going to be that at all. Fuck you, you'll trade Kamara. What are you trading Kamara? Why? For who? Y'all just like, I swear y'all like to trade. Like, if I got somebody like Kamara or Juju or Chubb, like, you have to, like, pry these guys away from me. Like seriously, you'd have to, like, put a gun to my head, and even then I would think a bit like, oh, do I really have to give you Nick Chubb? I want to live, but I love Nick Chubb. Like, with the pass game and still moving at extremely high pace, I can see him winning MVP, Chiefs type stuff. Yeah, I don't think he's as good as Mahomes, but I see the similarities. I see the comparisons. But at the same time, Cleveland, see, that's the thing. Like, bro, Kansas City's offense is complex as you know what, bro. Like, he runs all types of different schemes, all types of motions with the running back, with the receivers, with the Tyreek Hill motioning this way and that way, having Chelsea go in the slot. It's so innovative, so creative, so complex. Cleveland will never run an offense like that. So I don't think Cleveland will ever be as dynamic, but they could definitely be one of the more prolific offenses in the league. But the Chiefs are breaking every record as long as they stay healthy, obviously. But dude, they got like Tyreek, and then they got its clone in Mecole Hardman. Then they got Damian Williams, who was an absolute beast, and then they just got an even better running back. Like, they still got Kelsey, dude. Yeah, I don't know what I just try to decipher whatever on that one, Dubs. Yeah, Leroy, don't. But the funny thing is, you're joking, but a lot of people, bro, I can show you my DMs. Every single day, somebody's asking me some crazy trade. Is Max still here? Max always asks me, bro, should I trade Carry-On? Like, why? Like, be lucky you got somebody. I feel like, you guys are selfish. It's like you got a sexy girlfriend, and then you want to just give her away for some other girl who's not as classy or smart or as beautiful just because you want to change. Like, be appreciative. Be lucky you got Kerryon Johnson. Be lucky you got Kamara, that you were able to get him with a top 5 pick. Show some appreciation. All right, I'm done. I do like Eckler. Because Eckler, where he's going, there's so much upside. Because as long as Melvin Gordon's out, he could be like a top 15 back, easy. And then even if Melvin comes back, yeah, he gets downgraded, but you could still plug him in as your flex. So it's a win-win, and we don't know how Melvin Gordon's going to come back, especially if he misses an extensive, amount of time. They may want to ease him in there. Eckler's such a great value right now, man. Chiefs. Nah, the the Patriots got lucky, man. Kansas City made that bad penalty. They didn't do that. But we would have been looking at an entirely different Super Bowl champ. Number 2, CMC, Barkley, Kamara. You know, nothing crazy. Yeah, you're right, Nick. I am totally contradicting myself. But I forgot why I said that. Plus, you already got this. You know what I'm saying? This is a different scenario. The scenario that you're talking about is when you're going after somebody. Why go after somebody with the glitz and the glamour and all that when you have somebody that's not as good, but you know is going to be there for you? This is a different scenario. You already got the glitz and glamour, and she's there for you. Don't be greedy. When that apparel dropping, bro? That reminds me. I gotta work on it in the next 2 days. It's hard, bro, when you're not a tech person. Like, I've been waiting for my website to be done over a month. This guy from Bangladesh, I hired some 16-year-old. I thought he was some 16-year-old genius, but he's not as smart as I thought. So I've been working over a month, bro, just to get this website done. It's finally done. I got to give it one, last run through. And then, so hopefully I hope to have some apparel up by the next 2 days. I want to keep making some new apparel too. Yeah, 2 different, Nick. But good question. That was a really good question. It lets me know you're paying attention. You think CMC could bust if Newton gets injured? Nah, bro. I think that's another one of those, like, Juju's not going to be good because Antonio Brown. Like, guys, there's such thing as good players. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because one player leaves doesn't mean another player is going to completely bust. Like, yes, one player can affect another player. If Aaron Rodgers leaves the Green Bay Packers or gets injured, Devontae Adams is not going to be as good. But that did happen 2 years ago. And even with Brett Hundley, who was horrible, Devontae Adams still did his thing because big players do big things. So it could affect him. But to say he's going to go from being top overall running back to bust, nah, man. It'll affect him maybe a little bit. But it might even help them. They might lean on him even more because it seemed like that's what happened, especially in the passing game. They were like passing every single time to him. Who do you think should target in the third and fourth round on a 10 team? I'd probably go another running back. That's the Montgomery carry-on. Fourth round, that's the Godwin. It doesn't really change. It depends, though. It depends. In a 10 team, I think you said it was a 10 team. In a 10 team, you could go wide receiver in one of those first 2 picks because you could still end up with Carry-On and Montgomery. Or you could go even 4 straight running backs and you could still end up with Godwin and Kupp the next 4th and 5th or the 5th and 6th. This is a 10 team. So you could mess around with it a little bit. Am I talking about the Buffalo Bills game right now? No, I'm actually watching the Cleveland and Tampa game. Do you want to fill me in? Is there anything going on, Victoria? Let's see. Curious to see Devin Singletary, though. Might have to pull it up here on my phone, one of these bootleg sites, so I can watch the game on my TV and the other one on my phone on the Bills. You told me to go Chubb and Juju my first 2. Yeah, so go Chubb and Juju, and then you could follow up with Carry-On and Montgomery, something like that, or Josh Jacobs and Montgomery, or something like that, Aaron Jones. Any one of those 2, any 2 from Aaron Jones, Carry-On Johnson, Montgomery and Carry-On would be my first selections. But then Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs would be and you should be able to get 2 of them, I would imagine. You might even want to roll the dice before now. Who knows? Guys, the truth of the matter is, it's fantasy. Nobody gets everything right. Nothing's stupid. We've seen some stupid things that initially appeared stupid. That's why I hate when people try vetoing trades. You see this all the time. They're like, that's unfair because people pass judgment. But there's so many times I've seen trades that go through that weren't unfair or that and then, yeah, it ends up being not unfair for the other guy. Because let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say I trade Devontae Freeman for Darwin Thompson. Everybody's like, you're getting ripped off, bro. You're trading it for a rookie running back. We don't know, da da da. And then they veto it because they say I'm getting ripped off and they say the other guy's ripping me off. I could definitely see a scenario where Darwin Thompson outplays Devontae Freeman and outplays him by a bunch. But because someone passes their judgment on the trade, because Devontae Freeman's drafted in the 3rd round and Darwin Thompson's drafted in like the 10th or 11th round, then you see where I'm going with this. Like fantasy, you can't use judgment. The only time you should avoid a trade is if you think people are cahoosing or whatever. But I don't know where am I going with this? The thing is, about opinions. Rankings. You're gonna be wrong, Dubs. I'm gonna be wrong. Everybody's gonna be wrong. Everybody's gonna get some right. Everybody's gonna get some wrong. As long as you get more right than you're wrong, and you don't just kill people with telling people to select like Ronald Jones in the 3rd round. As long as you don't do stuff like that, then McCoy's still running with the first team. That's interesting. Really interesting. Put that game on. Yeah, it's a sack party. I hope that's not what the offensive line is going to be playing like during the year, or else it's not good. Yeah, that's one way to look at it, Juan Carlos. But still rookie, and it's good. They want to make sure that you got to still learn the playbook or the pass protections. That's the hardest part. They got to be able to trust them in pass protection. That's the main reason they like to go with the backs. And that's the hardest thing. Transition from the preps to the pros is the pass blocking for a running back. So he'll get a shot. And the fumbles, people. I don't know if he has a fumble history. I don't think he does, but they have to be able to trust you. Pass protection, trust you with the ball that you won't fumble. Yeah, 3.10 would be a steal. Let me know how that goes. That would be really awesome, man. Baker's still in the game. Second quarter. Interesting. Chubb didn't play, right? Is Carry on playing?
Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose, so you can enjoy it, even if you're sensitive. Yet some people say lactate is a real milk. I guess all those cows must actually be big dogs. Sit. That's it. Sit. You can tell from the airborne citrus that
yeah, man. Anything can happen. Even guys, I'm really low on Le'Veon Bell. I'm really low on Devontae Freeman, but there is a world where they are talented players. There is a world where they can produce and prove me wrong. I'm just not willing to take that chance where they're being drafted. I'd rather go elsewhere. So there could be a world where I'm right and wrong. So I'm right to have selected Montgomery over Freeman, but I'm wrong because Freeman still played good, just not as good as Montgomery. Or he plays better than Montgomery, but not that much better. So I still end up winning because, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different scenarios that can happen. Yeah, Leroy, what you have going on, is what so many people have going on. It's actually pretty crazy. You guys, hold on one second. You guys get too obsessed with names. You need to focus less on names and more on numbers. See how many total points your team is going to be able to put up. Because in your head, because you don't have a Hopkins or Adams or Juju, you're like, oh, my receivers, I feel uneasy because I don't have a one. But those twos you got are borderline ones, possibly ones. They're just not top five. And that'll equal you having a better one and a lesser running back. Or it'll supersede that. But you're just focused on the name. You're not focused on the points. You guys got to focus on the points. Do I like Pettis or Christian Kirk more? That's one of those Miles Sanders, Tevin Coleman questions. Pettis has more upside. Christian Kirk's a little safer. Depends how you're constructing your team. If you need the upside or whether you need to play it safe because, you know, that's going to be a starting wide receiver 3 and, you know what I'm saying? So it all depends more on that. I'm debating between Mixon and Chubb. Yeah, I just made my mind on Chubb. I feel he's a little safer on a better offense, but, I mean, I could definitely be wrong on that because I love both. Oh, Baker just overthrew somebody. Oh, who just fumbled? Was going Godwin over Aaron Jones a bad move? No, I like that move. Had Chubb carry on Monty Devontae. I love that move, actually, especially now with what you told me about your team. Godwin is safe. Aaron Jones, even if everything goes good with Aaron Jones, Chris Godwin can have just as good a year. And that's with everything going right. And there's a lot more downsides into picking Aaron Jones. Then you add the fact where you're that stacked at running back. Absolutely love the decision you made. Congrats to you. Kudos. Ended up with Boyd and Coleman. Yeah. And then, oh, wow, what a touch. Oh, he dropped it. Damn. Right on the money. Higgins dropped it. So, yeah, you see, you made the right move, and then the fantasy gods rewarded you by dropping Boyd right on your lap, and then Tevin Coleman, who could end up being better than Jones. You know, all things equal, I'll still take Jones, but Jones is a bigger risk. So, Knicks on fire. Leroy, I have Thielen, Gordon, Sutton, starters, Kirk, Washington, Campbell, MBS. Yeah, I'm not crazy about your receivers, not going to lie. But you can trade a running back or you could package. You know what I'm saying? You could work around that. Crowder's not a horrible decision if it's a PPR league. He's just super injury prone. I thought your receivers were a little bit better, Leroy. But how many receivers do you start, Leroy? 2 or 3? Sorry if I asked you already. I'm just so many teams. It's hard for me to just keep up. 3? Yeah, I mean, that's not your strong point. You're just missing a wide receiver 1. I mean, Thielen is technically a wide receiver 1, although I think he's a lower wide receiver 1. You have a lot of nice 3s, Sutton, Gordon, Kirk, and MBS. You just kind of either missing a 1 or 2. So, but like I said, as long as those guys are consistent, which Thielen for sure is, and then you just need, you know, receivers outside of like a handful anyway are not consistent. So as long as one of those guys goes off or has a decent game and the other one doesn't get a donut, you should be okay. What up, Plastic? I thought you were here, then you left. You were quiet. What the hell is going on? Yeah, I would definitely try to trade for Cup or Ridley. Those are good ones to trade for. But just make sure you're not selling your players cheap just because you see this as a perceived need. Because some people do that. They're like, well, you know, Tevin Coleman's my 4th running back, so I'm going to trade him for, some receiver. You're just making another team better. Crazy day. What happened, Plastic? Talk to me. Remember, guys, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Just because he's your 4th running back, Tevin Coleman's your 4th running back, that could be a running back 2 for another team. Meanwhile, they're giving you a wide receiver like, I don't know, Jeffrey or DJ Moore, somebody like that. And then you're like, oh, I need a receiver, so I'm going to sell Coleman, who could be an RB2 for another team cheap because I want a receiver. But then you just made another team better. So I don't like, unless you're really going to prove yourself. Now, those guys are good, Ridley and Cup, but be careful. Don't just trade to trade because you want a name or you have a perceived. Because remember, there's a thing where you want to, when you're playing fantasy, it's not only building the best team, it's also keeping superstars and home run hitters away from that other team. Sometimes I'd rather have a player on my bench, even if it could mean improving my team, than to give him to someone else. Because I'm improving his team more than I'm improving mine, but I'm improving his more. Always take that into account. That's big, guys. Oh, wow, what a catch. Who was that? Oh, Amendola. Nice catch. Detroit's threatening to score. Detroit's offensive line looking bad again. Oh, damn. Touchdown, Galladay, but it doesn't count. confident my running back's going to give me a head. Yeah, man. If you got 3 dogs, bro, at the running back position, you're good, dude. What round would I draft Justice Hill? Depending on your league. I mean, he's going around 11. I'd probably take him there. If you want, maybe end of 10th. Depending who's available. You know what I'm saying, Ethan? It's just best available at the end of the day. Dude, I'm getting hungry. Damn, it's 5:40 already? Time flies when you're having fun. I don't know what the hell I want to eat. Got some asparagus. Wish I should play it healthy. It's not always fun eating healthy, man. Not that I ever really eat healthy. I mean, I do some, like a little bit. Not a lot of it. Not as much as I should. Oh. Bro, my head's like spinning. I'm trying to watch the game here, down on my phone, talk to you guys. I'm like freaking Medusa, or not Medusa, Poltergeist. Why does it feel like the Browns been in the red zone forever? Oh, shit. You know, Buffalo's defense is going to be lit this year. I don't know how Smitty's doing that 24-hour live. I'm tired. It's been an hour. Fucking crazy. What up, Khan? You're back? Did you swallow that, bro? Well, I guess it has been an hour. Never mind. Damn, another one that just came back. Shit, I'm about to get some dinner. Y'all getting some dinner. Y'all gonna watch me cook. I guess Khan meant to say insane. He might have had to drink some drinks at dinner. It is Friday. But wait, you said you didn't drink though. By the way, Khan, I saw your little ad for State of Mind. Khan should be an actor, bro. This dude makes good videos. I gotta fry some asparagus. Take the computer with me. Or is that a good idea? Oh shit, did I just leave this chicken out like forever? Fuck, bro. I don't think I'm up. Fuck cooking, dude. Damn. I be fucking up. I might just get some pizza, yo. Call it a day. Do I have damn. I'm gonna get this egg roll. Is this ghetto? Is this safe? All right, I need your help. So I love the dollar store. Let's just throw that out there. And always love the dollar store. Dollar store has got some good deals. Everything's $1. And it's like good stuff. Toothpaste, toothbrush, cleaning supplies, candies. So anyway, I was always like, I love the dollar store, but I refuse to buy food from the dollar store. So the other day, I've been living kind of poor. I went to the dollar store. Bro, I had no idea the type of shit they had for $1. They had shrimp egg rolls. They had lobster egg rolls. I was like, so I love Chinese food. Like, that's my weakness. Superman's got kryptonite. I got Chinese food. Love freaking Chinese food. Love it. I couldn't resist. You can't even get lobster egg rolls at a Chinese restaurant. I love lobster. That's my favorite food. So imagine Chinese, lobster. But so anyway, long story short, I'm about to try this lobster egg roll. But I also got a shrimp egg roll, and it was fire, bro. Like, I felt guilty for liking it so much because I was like, this fucking dollar store egg roll, and it's just bomb. I don't know if they have those by you guys. I don't know if you care. I just felt like I had to share that with you. So I'm about to give me 1 second. Lobster egg roll, cover my dummy. Ugh. Fantasy football chef, yeah, if you call putting a dollar store egg roll in a microwave. Yeah, you should, Con. Superman got kryptonite, I got Chinese. It's true, bro. I love Chinese food, dog. I grew up on that shit. Crazy. Fun fact for you guys. See, you guys learn so much more than just fantasy here, guys. Who else tells you about life? Some of y'all just like, oh, here's estrogen. The same thing females have. So if you eat a lot of soy sauce, you actually, or eat a lot of Chinese food, you could become depressed. You become emotional. You have mood swings because you have extra estrogen. I didn't know this. I was wondering because, like, when I was younger, I used to have depression all the time. But I used to eat Chinese food like 5 times a week. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, so anyway, just thought I'd fill you guys in. If you eat a lot of soy sauce, you might want to cut back. So I cut back. I don't eat as much Chinese no more. I got my masculinity back. Me some fried rice and Nick Chubb. You're stupid. Never has food from the dollar store. Yeah, Mac's a little rich kid. You don't have to eat from the dollar store. Neither did I forever. Your wife busted out laughing. Why? Y'all be role playing in the bedroom? Let me find out. Khan. He be like King Kong in the bedroom. Oh! Ah, fuck. Shit hot. Bro. Thing said 90 seconds. My egg roll, bro. It looks like a limp. What the hell? Hot, soft, limp biscuit. Yeah, Tarzan. I said King Kong. Bro, I'm wilding, dude. I'm just like jacked up on caffeine. Caffeine. Been working hard, bro. Trying to get this website together, dude. Only for $1. Yo, bro, this thing's like, have you ever seen an egg roll this limp? Sheesh. I feel like my microwave's too strong for this. They said 90 seconds. Mm-hmm. Now Berto gotta go Grubhub some lobster rolls from the dollar store. I said lobster roll from the dollar store. I shouldn't have warmed it up so much. It was cold, just like my flow, just like these. But I can't curse because I got a 10-year-old on my live right now, even though he probably don't know what I'm talking about. But if he stays long around, then he might hear something from guys like Casual. If you know Casual, you know what's up. Hey. If I'm hungry, I'll take that any day. You'll take a limp one. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, what happens in this game? Did Carry On play? Anybody knows? I don't think so. Fried rice and Nick Chubbs or dumplings and Kyler Murray. Ooh, that's a tough one. I can't hurry with this answer that I got from Max. Actually, he's the one that asked the question. But what type of fried rice are we talking about? Are we talking about just regular or young chow? Young chow's got all types of meats like beef, broccoli and some pork, chicken and shrimp. That might be the finishing touch. But I love Nick Chubb, so how can I pick all of this stuff, bruh? But actually, I just figured out they're on the same team. That fried rice and Chubb or dumplings and Murray. But maybe I'll take the dumplings and Murray for Dynasty and Chubb right now with the fried rice. That's wild. All right, let me see if this, bro. Either I'm hungry or it's fire. Like Chubb and Dumb, that wasn't even a part of the equation. It tastes just like the shrimp one. Probably some artificial stuff in here, man. Like I said, I don't even feel right eating this. But it is good. I'm being offered D.D. Westbrook. For who? Hold on. Stafford's looking good, man. I'm telling you, Stafford's a sleeper. And Carryon did play 2 carries, 4 yards. Not sure what to offer yet. Yeah, but I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, Leroy, you got a bunch of Carryon. I mean, you got a bunch of Westbrooks on your team, like MVS, Sutton. You need a top flight receiver. You're just trading to get more of what you already have. Like, that's who D.D. Westbrook is. He is Christian Kirk. He is MVS. He is Cortland Sutton. You don't need more of that. Yeah, but relax, man. Baker's still in the game, huh? Yeah, Dante Pettis, Kirk, all those guys. After you finish with your Jujus and your OBJs, there's the next tier is your Godwins, your Cooper Cupps. After that, bro, everybody's the same, dude. You could. There's not even that much difference between the guys you guys are mentioning and Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones is going. I don't know when he's going, but he's going later. So, don't. Again, I feel like some of you guys are just making trades to trade. Don't do that. How many more drafts do you have, Con? That's not a bad trade. I worry about Ty sometimes as far as like injury concerns, but he's worth. I mean, those 2 players are worth the risk for Hilton, especially if Luck comes back. Damn, what I do is cap. Especially if Luck comes back. And then I would do some slick shit. Like I'd probably, cuff Ty with Paris Campbell. But I mean, that depends too, because you have to have a deep bench for that. Gordon's 1 tomorrow and 2 next week. Yeah, I got 1 more, I think. One more. Bro, I'm on the $40 on Saturday and $40 on Sunday, first week of September for 1 hour of work a day. So solid. It's very solid. 10th pick in a 12-man. It's a good pick, man. No, I mean you could put all your. I don't like having a lot of teams. I'm in one dynasty league and we picked in June. I'm in my family league and I'm in the throne. I'm in 3 leagues. I got kicked out of another one. So I like to be able to get, because think about it. Let's say there's breaking news and you got to grab a player real quick because Le'Veon Bell just, tore his ACL fouling his nails. And then you got to pick up Montgomery real quick. How are you going to pick him up in 10 leagues? It's going to be hard. So then you got to choose, which league is more important? Then I don't like that, man. I like playing in less leagues. Like these people, like I try to win, bro. I'm not trying to spread myself out thin and then lose somewhere. No, bro. Like some people they're like, well, I'll pick this guy in this league just in case he doesn't work out, and I'll pick him, and I won't pick him in this league. Like, no, bro, I'm going all in with my guys in every league. I'm not trying to hedge my leagues. So, yeah, I don't get a crazy amount of league. I'm very selective. I only did my family league because it's my family. And I'll do some expert leagues, but they ended up kicking me out of one and counselor blocked me on the other one, and I'm in the throne. So, and then the Dynasty League is kind of an expert league. It's got some fantasy pages out there. I really want to spank their ass too, bro. I don't really like them. They dog my team. They said we're the 11th best team. Okay, we'll see about that. I do got a lot of risky players though. Not I shouldn't say risky players. I have a lot of young players, so I don't know if they're gonna all. I got a lot of Kyler Murray and guys like that, David Montgomery, Kerryon Johnson. I got both Pats receivers, N'Keal Harry and Jacoby Myers. We'll see. I got Anthony Miller, Kiki Cootie starting, which is not ideal, but there's a super flex. We'll see. I traded Philip Lindsay for Calvin Ridley. Yeah, counselor. You pick the same guys from the same tier on different teams or same players on this. Wow. Max, you just made my brain feel like I just, swallowed ice cream. I gotta read that again. Do you pick the same guys from the same tiers, same guys from the same tier on different teams or bro, I'm not even trying to fucking – bro, speak English. That's too confusing. Jeez. This guy, Max, goes to one English class and he tries to give me some, hyperbole over here or something. Jesus, bro. It's had a long day. I've been working all day. You try to give me this damn riddle. Good Lord. Say what you mean what you say. Sheesh. I just said that though. Why would he ask that? Yes, I picked the same players. I said this. You guys notice I mentioned the same players every single live, and y'all still ask me. I find that funny. Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Cooper Kupp, Chris Godwin, Juju, Coleman. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have that up for y'all. Khan, my man Khan. Somebody at least listens to me. Cause sheesh. Dude, what is your opinion on auction drafts for snake drafts? I'm dying to do auction. I actually never done one. I would love to do one. I think I would absolutely kill it. I like that, Leroy. Yo, Max, you see, bro? You a phony. Get off. Go to your room, Max. You're punished. I don't even know what you're just trying to freaking confuse me. I feel like that meme that, with the guy from The Hangover, the meme where he has all the numbers and I'm trying to decipher. This guy has the audacity. I forgot yeah, because it was so confusing. You didn't even understand your own question. Max. Kids. I think you need a good 10 minutes. No TV, no video games. Leave your phone on the kitchen counter. This is interesting. David Moore is out week 1. That's interesting because we know DK Metcalf is also recovering from an injury. And I got Gary Jennings, one of my last picks in my dynasty league. Talented young receiver, so he might get some burn. He's had his share of injuries too, but he's ready now. He played. But yeah, Sanders is a talent, man. He's a steal. If you get him in 6th, end of 5th, that he's a talent, man. Big time talent. And y'all know I love talented players. It is a thing. People could bank on different things. Look, we're all going to be wrong. We're all going to be right. We're going to be wrong. It is what it is. But if you pick talent, talent will prevail. Talent will be right more than wrong. As opposed to if you pick guys with numbers and things like that. I think talent is a better indicator or predicator for success. Well, even number guys are wrong and everybody's wrong. But if you go by talent, because talent doesn't have to rely on matchups and like cute little gadget things. Talent relies on talent, and that never fades. Yeah, I like Arcega, bro. All right, Leroy, take care of yourself. I bank that Berto's right because then I'm going to be broke after this shit if I lose. Well, first of all, you shouldn't bet with money that you don't have to lose because I could give you the best advice in the world, but if you face a guy that, was dumb enough to start Derrick Henry last year and then he goes off for 30 points, that ain't my fault. That's the fantasy gods, and yeah. Yeah, Arcega's in a real good situation because you got to look at it that like this, guys. And I mentioned him in my book because I dig deep. I'm 99.9% sure Jackson or Jeffrey is going to get hurt this year. Possibly both. Probably both. Aguilar is a slot receiver, and he sucks. Who's going to play when Jackson or Jeffrey gets hurt? Perhaps the guy they drafted in the 2nd round, who they say is a Jeffrey clone. He's 6'3", red zone target, Stanford, so the kid is bright. He could pick up a playbook, and he's got Wentz throwing him the ball with Doug Peterson as his coach. Might be good. Say Miles Sanders was on the Raiders. How high would you have him? I mean, I'd have him, I'd be talking about him like Montgomery. Maybe right below because I like Montgomery's system still better. But, Miles Sanders just went to the worst team. When I saw that on draft day, I was like, why? But maybe he'll be just that good. Because think about it. If you play like Saquon, even as dumb and as rigid as the Philadelphia Eagles are, if you're looking like Saquon out there, they're going to give you the ball. It's just like Carry-On. Carry-On last year, they were like insistent on giving LeGarrette Blount the ball. Eventually, Carry-On, Blount kept sucking, and Carry-On kept killing it, and it was just – plus Theoretic got hurt. So those types of things play themselves out. That's why – and because he's going in the 6th round, man, a late 5th, it's a no-brainer. That's probably why. Because you just said F the fantasy gods. If you be nice, fantasy gods are like, oh, geez, Max, can we relax? Max, what do you know about? You're 16, bro. Stop watching HBO. Go to your room. I told you already. Add another 10 minutes on there. Ogobowale. Oh, he's playing. Ogobowale is playing in the last second offense. Let's see. Kind of curious about him. Yeah, bro, I'm back. I'm mixing. I mean, I still worry about injury the way I do with other people. I don't worry about his production at all. It's just an injury thing. That's all it ever was. And because they're on a bad team and they're going to be bad all year, I just hate that because I worry that they could sit him at the end because why would you play your star running back if you're lost? I mean, chances are they'll play him, but especially if he's banged up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, and his lifestyle was a little questionable. I mean, it's not horrible, though. But he's not a choir boy, but he's not Zeke either. So even though he did have that incident in college. So, yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't take him over Chubb, but I'd still take him over everybody but Chubb. I'd still take him over Montgomery slightly. Yeah, I'd probably be higher on him. Yeah. I mean, Bears, guys, it's all about systems. I don't care who plays running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's lit. I don't care who plays running back for the Bears. They're lit. I don't care who plays running back for the Jets. They're not lit. So it's all about systems. You know what I'm saying? Darrell Bevel in Detroit. That's why I love Carry-On. Well, I love Carry-On because he's a beast too. Same thing, though, in Minnesota. Gary Kubiak's in Minnesota. You want to go? In the IDP league, I got the 6th pick, 10-man league. That was literally my next question. Why would you take him over Montgomery? That's tough, bro. I mean, I did say yes, but I still think Montgomery's safer. Ideally, you want two. You could get both. Montgomery's so safe just because his body. He's a big guy. He's got real thick legs. You know what I'm saying? I love his build, and I love the offense he's in. I love that he's going to be on a good team. So it's really tough, bro. The only reason I'd give the edge to Mixon is because he's actually done it before. As much as I love Montgomery, he's never done it before. But still, man, that's a tough one. ESPN is, I don't know, bro. That's why it's free. People mistake popularity for quality. You know what I'm saying? I think I give the best fantasy football advice, but I'm not big as Joe or ESPN or the footballers, or it's just the best doctors is not Dr. Phil. The best doctor is in the Amazon somewhere and nobody's heard of them. So don't mistake notoriety with quality, It's not true. My 14-team league, I know for a fact they will both be drafted in the second round. Oh, wow. What time am I going? 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Mocking all day. Mock till you drop. I like that. Mock. Yeah. I want to make a graphic like that. Mock till you drop. Mock till you drop. Maybe do a rap. We're going to do mocks. That's some facts. We'll get every pick 1 through 12. If you were in a 14 league, you might as well do that too. But I probably can't because we use the sleeper app and they're just ants. Yo, sleeper's been blowing up. They changed the game. Smitty about to drop. They're about to drop. What you mean? I thought I hated mocks. Well, I do, but it's helpful now because I'm showing you as far as like a strategy. You know what I'm saying? Showing you how you should construct your team. But it's crap if you base your picks on that. Like if you show me your mock and be like, Berto, I got the craziest team, then that's bullshit. But if I'm actually showing you a strategy, it's helpful. I mock. I just don't do a lot of them, but it's good practice. Like the other day I did a mock actually, and I realized, okay, here's a good, this is a pro about mocks. I just say don't assume your team is going to be like that. But here's one. Wow, Winston was 9 of 19. Baker was 10 of 26. Ugh. That's crazy. So, this fucking TV is so loud. Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I have the first pick, so I decided to do a mock. So originally I thought I was going to go 3 straight running backs, Saquon, Montgomery, carry on. But then when I got to the 6th round, I saw that the 6th round was just like straight up trash. It was like nobody I wanted. I had 2 consecutive picks. I was like, damn. So I ended up picking Hunter Henry. And then I forget who I ended up picking, like Darrell Henderson or somebody. Like I didn't really like that pick. So I figured out that I like maybe going Thielen in the 3rd round, which I could probably get in my real league. But I wouldn't have known that if I'd hit mock. And we're timed in our real leagues. I think we're 2 minutes. So now I'm kind of rearranging my strategy and thinking, okay, maybe I'll go Saquon, Montgomery, Thielen. And then I could pick a running back in the 4 or 5, like a Tevin Coleman, instead of just going carry on and picking Godwin, Cup, or maybe not even Godwin, maybe Cup, Godwin, something like that, or Cup, Boyd, something like that. And then in the 6th, 7th, I'm just trash. Evans injured. No, I don't want you guys doing a mock with me. And I'll tell you why. Because you guys think like me. And in real life, you're not going to be going against me. So it's a bad way to mock. Just like you guys noticed, you guys were mocking all the time in the drafts. I even mocked with you. And it wasn't a good replication of a real draft because we were all going after the same players. We were all avoiding the same players. So I want to make this like a real life situation. Plus, it's a quick mock. These mocks are done in 5 minutes because they're auto-picked. The only one picking is me. The rest are auto-picked. So it's more a better indication of what your mocks will really look like. That's why I'm not having you guys do it. Oh, yeah, 24 hours. Screw that, bro. I'll mock all day. Like, we'll do 10 a.m. to maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I'm not doing no fucking. I'm not losing sleep for your little fuckers. I love you guys, but I love my sleep more. What up, Armand? Yeah, Sleeper's the only one you could do that to my knowledge. I don't know. Wow, what a trash game. I don't know. I might be downgrading Baker. Shit. You can't light up the Bucks, or maybe the Bucks defense are better than I thought, but damn. Then again, Mahomes played terrible. So that's why, bro, this is a perfect example. You have Mahomes, Roethlisberger, Jameis Winston, and Baker Mayfield all play bad, and I love all of them. So, yeah, it's a crock. I tell you, my teacher took my phone away when I was trying to text you. Damn, Max. You're bad. Man, that chat's corrupting you. I think I'm going to have to boot you. You could stay in one of them. You could stay in the second chat. That one's a little more PG. I'm gonna make the first chat 18 and up. I'm gonna move you, Justin, some of you other Mr. Eiffel Tower. Nah, anybody that done an Eiffel Tower, they could pass for 18. But anyways, watch your mouth, boy. Yo, Darwin Thompson's going to be a problem. Mahomes buys so much time, and that dude's so good at getting separation and open. Did I tell you drop Cam immediately after? Yeah, I don't know why you did that. That was a knee-jerk reaction. I mean, I'm not huge on Cam. It's not the end of the world, but I definitely wouldn't have dropped him. Yeah, that second chat. That's because casual ain't in it, bro. Any chat casual's in, we'll have to chisel. Actually, Khan's in the second one. Khan's in the second chat. It's nothing like the first one. Damn, Frank Gore got 5 carries for 43 yards. Dude hasn't played all preseason, comes in and just lights it up. Yeah, man. Things might be a little murky for Singletary. I really thought they were going to drop McCoy. I might be dropping Singletary in my rankings. Because I think Singletary, at the end of the day, he's going to be like, every year there's those backs that take over. They've been on the bench all year. The starter gets hurt. I think that's going to be Singletary's going to be that guy this year. Oh, yeah, you're in the second one? Yeah, Cousins not a bad pickup. Look, he's practicing. He's getting reps this week and should play week 1 against the Rams. Wow, that's a lit game. Interesting. Single wolf. It's still early. Man, Gore had a 27-yard run. Dude is ageless. Man, Cole Beasley, man. He might be somebody we might have to start talking about. As crazy as that sounds, Cole Beasley might be a force. '49ers might win the Super Bowl. Who knows? It's possible. Jimmy G got to step it up. Now I don't feel as bad about Jimmy G since all these other quarterbacks are playing shitty. Does Z get signed in the next 2 weeks? I think so. He's just playing hardball. He wants his money. Can't blame him. They need each other, though. He's got 2 more years on his contract. He needs them, It's not like he's got a lot of leverage, and Dallas doesn't either because they need him. That offense is not the same. I don't care how much hype Tony Pollard gets. That offense runs around Zeke. Everyone's talking about depth and quarterback, and watch, there's only going to be like 3 or 4 good QBs. Well, I think there'll be 3 or 4 elite QBs. That's what there is every year. But, I mean, everyone else is in the same. There's not much difference between Mitch Trubisky and Breeze or Russell Wilson or I don't know. If you're the Cowboys GM, which order would you pay? I think you got to pay Dak first. Then, because they gave up a first-round pick, they need to pay Amari. So Dak, Amari, and Zeke. Even though Zeke's the best player and the most important player, and it's just the position he plays is just the easiest position to replace. It's a lot harder to replace a number 1 receiver, even though Amari is like more like a matchup play, but for all intents and purposes, he's the number 1, and it's still harder to find a legit receiver and quarterback than a running back. Yeah, Zeke drops to 10. It's worth the risk, especially since you're picking at the end. You got basically 2 first-round picks. Draft another running back. Draft Zeke, because there you have to protect yourself. You can't do a receiver then. So you can draft Zeke and David Montgomery or Chubb or Mixon, and then in the 3rd round, grab Thielen. So that'll give you enough security. So it still give you that anchor. But if Zeke should sign, bro, it should be fine. Zeke at 6, yeah, I still like Chubb and Mixon more just because they're signed. I think they could be comparable. Like I said in my video, I think they could be comparable even if Zeke plays. So why would I not go for the more sure thing? Would you take 2 running backs at the first 2 picks? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Talking to Andrew. You like Julio Jones for fantasy? No, I don't. Big injury risk. It's just the mother F is so immature and unpredictable. Yeah, he's a headache, but at number 10, bro, that headache's worth it. But but it depends. If Mixon or Chubb are there at 10, then I would still take them. So, you know what I'm saying? Did Dwight Howard sign with the Lakers? So weird. Wow, Dwight Howard is joining the Lakers. That's weird. Dwight Howard's been everywhere, man. $34. Would you take Adams or Chubb? Depends the pick, how many leagues, how many teams in your league. I think I'll be able to get Adams in the first and then Chubb or Mixon in the second. That's perfect then. That's a beautiful start. Amazing. About as good as a start you could get. Pick 6, 10 team. Yeah, in that situation, I would because you might even get Chubb in the second round on a 10 team at that 6 pick. I would do it. Probably not, but you might get Mixon. It's worth it. On a 10 team, you got a little more flexibility, I feel. Players tend to slip. Yeah, Montgomery, bro. Montgomery's safe, dude. He's built like a tank, pass catching back. He's going to see most of the snaps. I'm not worried at all about Cohen or Mike Davis. He's going to get a lot of work in the passing game. Chicago's the windy city. It gets cold. They're going to run the football. He's going to get a lot of touchdowns. Absolutely love Montgomery. Safe. No injury history. Fresh. Rookie. Love it. Should I take David Johnson over? Fuck no. David Johnson is going to disappoint so many owners. I need to get this as y'all record this shit because I want to look like a genius. I feel like I don't get enough credit. I'm not gonna make this about me, but that's all I gotta say. So I hope you guys, because I just hope you guys I hope you guys are loud, bro. When I'm right about this, I hope you guys are really loud. I hope you guys because yeah, man, I just want to grow my brand. This is my passion, dude. I put all my money, all my effort, and trust me. Khan's funny. But no, this is the thing. Listen, if you could get DJ at the end of the first, top of the second, I'm cool with it. If you want to ride him like that, I still like players more. But where he's going, that 5th spot, bro, he has no room to help you. He has no room for upside. There's only downside. Yeah. Yes, Justin. I don't even think twice. Guys, when's the last time David Johnson was elite? 2 years ago. You know what that is in football? 2 years ago? You know who was good 2 years ago? Demaryius Thomas was the top receiver 2 years ago. 2 years ago is ancient. He's 27. He's not a kid. And he's in an offense, a passing offense with a horrible offensive line. And a coach that's never been a head coach before in the NFL. Guys, don't let ESPN But you're comparing that with a guy. Last time we saw Chubb, he averaged over 5 yards a carry. He rushed for almost 1,000 yards, despite not becoming the starter till week 7. Despite having the third most stacked boxes in the league, he still averaged over 5 yards a carry with a shoddy offensive line. And now they say they want to use him in the pass game more. No Duke Johnson, no Kareem Hunt for 10 weeks. And yes, 10 because they have a bye week. He's got to serve a full 8 games, plus the bye is 9. So he can't come back early as week 10. Guess what? He can't practice till week 8 or 9. So they'll probably sit him out another couple games. Chubb, guys. Lots of screens. Okay, lots of screens. All of a sudden, screens are going to make you a top 5 running back off screens? Ian, if I'm wrong, I will pay your league dues. You can record this. If DJ outscores Chubb, I will pay your league dues. All right? And don't be going in no $5,000 buying leagues, dog. There's a limit to this. I see you. You from New York. I know y'all New York cats are slick. Yeah, DJ ain't the one, bro. You'll be lucky if DJ repeats last year. What up, Homer? Where's Marge? All right. And y'all like my life. I'm trying to build my YouTube, guys. YouTube's the only way you could actually make money, just me talking. I can't do it on Instagram unless somebody wants to use me as their poster boy for fantasy football. I'm doing some. I don't like doing that's another thing, guys. I turned down a lot of affiliate deals. I don't want to be a spam account. Like, I want you guys to trust me. So if I go like advertising for a bunch of different people, you're like, why is Berto advertising dishwashing soap? Like, it's got to make sense. Like, I'll do affiliate deals, but they got to pay me good. And it's got to make sense. I got to believe in the brand. I don't want to be like a brand whore and just start selling, protein powder or something. No, Ian. Ian likes all the players I hate. I hate Bell more than DJ. Like, DJ's going to be good. Bell's going to be a straight-up bust. DJ's just not going to be as good as everybody thinks he's going to be. He's still going to be good. Bell is a bust. Like, RB2, if you're lucky. Yeah, Max. What is it going to call? Give it your maximum effort with Lieberman Studios. So, I co-own a team with my other friend. But he makes the final decisions. And he took Bell over Chubb. Julio over OBJ. And more than... Oh, Armin. I hope, since he's making the final decisions, I hope it's his money that's in the final piggy bank. Because if you're invested in that team, then I'm going to be nice. Then, yeah, you might want to rethink about who you partner with. It's never a good team to – why? I could never no. Yeah, seriously. That's putting it lightly. Oh, thanks, man. I got more likes than viewers. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I don't know how this whole algorithm works. I think if you get more likes, you get more. I'm trying to make my account blow up. But don't worry, guys. I will always be there for you guys. A lot of people don't want to see you. They like, we don't want them to get too big. Then, bro, I'm always going to be like, especially like I'm a loyal dude. Like I'm always gonna remember like Khan, Armin, Max. You guys are here all the time. Like I know you guys. I feel like you're family. Like you're my friends. Like I know your wife's Peruvian and likes the Kansas City Chiefs or the Broncos, and you like the Chiefs. I don't know. It's close though. You guys like AFC West teams, and she's crazy. And Max, I know you like to curse a lot. Armin, I know you like to make bad business deals. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys. Skins. How was I so off? Skins, that's depressing. That team's just like, watching them is just like watching a Lifetime movie. It's like, when's this shit end? Haskins looking like a bust. Wasn't really high on him to begin with, to be honest. Notice I never mentioned Haskins. You'll know when I like a guy. You know when I don't. Because there's certain guys I just don't mention. Peruvian, man. I need some good Peruvian food. They actually got a decent place by me. I just gotta save money. I can't be eating out all the time. Oh, Ellington's still playing? It's trash. What was Barber's final numbers? Oh, Ellington. Kareem Hunt played 5 carries, 11 yards for the great Hunt that's going to overtake Chubb. Mike Evans is second rounder all day. Oh, Ronald Jones played 4 carries, 8 yards. I thought he was hurt. What round is Jarvis Landry's on my do not call list? I don't draft players like Landry. If you read my book, I recommend it. Oh, guys, I'm gonna have you heard it here first. I'm gonna do a national tomorrow. I don't know if you guys knew. Tomorrow's National Draft Day. I'm gonna have a special for anybody that didn't get my book. It's amazing. Most of you guys already did. If some of you guys didn't, though, it's 99 cents tomorrow. Best-selling book. Cheapest, best way to get ahead of the competition, guys. Oh, I sound like counselor. Sorry. But anyway, no, for real. It's very thought after strategy. It's not a bunch of numbers. Get the book, 99 cents tomorrow for National Draft Day. And it talks about the reason I bring that up, the reason you reminded me. You get it on Amazon, just search Amazon. It's actually up for that price right now. 99 cents, Amazon Fantasy Football Wrapper. And I talk about not drafting ordinary players. That's one of the biggest mistakes people do is they draft Jarvis Landry, they draft Alshon Jeffrey, they draft Sammy Watkins way too early where they should be going after more upside guys like your Robbie Andersons, your MVSs, even your Kiki Kuti, despite him being injured. Because guys, Kiki Kuti on the 10th round is better than Jarvis Landry in the 5th. Where is Jarvis Landry going to get the ball? You got Nick Chubb, you got Njoku, you got OBJ. He got the 10th most targets last year, or 12. He was the only receiver that was in like the top 10 of targets and didn't finish top 10. He was a wide receiver 3, and he had over 8 games where he was less than a wide receiver, or wide receiver 2, but he had over 8 games that were less than a wide receiver 3. He was very inconsistent. He had a couple big games. Those are the players you want to stay away from because they're ordinary. He had some good years in Miami, and people are still living just like DJ, just like Bell. They were really great 2 years ago, and people still have that fresh in their head, and they miss up on that breakout talent that's going around. You're picking a guy like Jarvis over a guy like Miles Sanders or Tevin Coleman or even a Darrell Henderson. Like, you don't want that. Godwin, man. Godwin is the truth. I'm just hoping Bell has a couple good weeks so I can trade it. Yeah, but then you might have a hard time convincing your boss that, he might be one of those guys that falls in love. This is another mistake a lot of people do. They think that, their streaks, like when their players are hot, they want to trade. See, most people do the opposite of what they should do. You should sell high, buy low. Most people buy high, sell low. It's like, oh my God, Le'Veon Bell just had 2 great games of 20 points each, but he played the Miami Dolphins and the Bucks. So let me go get him. And then at the same time, you got Le'Veon Bell. You're like, oh no, I'm not trading him. He's just been on fire. No, bro. You got to be able to let go. What round would you draft Sutton? 9 and 12 team PPR. Odell was only great 2 years ago. Odell's been great every year. He just injured. But he's with a new team. He's focused on a good team, so I like his product. Allen Robinson, same thing. Allen Robinson, Alshon Jeffrey, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, all these guys that are ordinary, that have no upside. Chicago spreads the ball around. Chicago's all about Mitch Trubisky's not a good enough quarterback to make one receiver really relevant. So he'll have his moments like he did last year. He went off a couple games, like 30 points. I think he had one because I played him in DFS that week I think it was the playoffs. But he's not going to be consistent. The only player that's going to be consistent on Chicago is Montgomery. You want consistency, players with high floors. Allen Robinson, he could have like a totally horrible game. They're not going to force feed him the ball. You want players with targets. Mark Andrews, they got 2 other tight ends. They're a running team. You can't trust Lamar Jackson to keep a tight end regular. All right, Hidden. Got you. Oh, word? Ty Johnson's somebody I've been really high on. I have him in practically every league. He's basically free. He's a must cuff if you got Kerryon Johnson. Really, really, really high on Ty Johnson. I love freak athletes. That guy's a freak athlete. 4'2", 640. That's like Tyreek Hill, and he's stocky and strong, and he benches like 30 reps with 225. This guy, deep sleeper, dynasty must. I like Galladay. I really do. I think if you got Galladay as your second wide receiver, that's really nice because he has wide receiver 1 type upside, 4th round. If you strike out on Godwin and Cooper Kupp and Boyd, Galladay is your man. Yes, he does, Con. What tight end should I take if Ertz, Kelsey, Hunter Henry are gone? I'd wait for the 9th, 10th round and get you Austin Hooper, who has just as much upside as any of them. Yeah, Ty Johnson. Love Ty Johnson. Wow, big game. Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna be on early tomorrow, guys. 10 a.m. the game start Pacific. I'll be on 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow doing my. Oh, did I say 10 a.m. Eastern? Shit, that's 7. I might be on 10 a.m. Pacific. 11, 12, 1. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Depends how much I get done. So I think I'm going to let you guys go now because I got a lot of stuff I got to do, especially since I'm going to be mocking all day. Tomorrow's all about you guys. If you haven't got the book, 99 cents. If you haven't got the book, get some more. Help a brother out. But I will be on pretty much all day tomorrow. Lots of games starting at 10 a.m. Pacific. I didn't even know about that. We're going to be mocking all day. I'm still going to be answering questions. We're still going to be paying attention to these games. Tomorrow's a big game. National Draft Day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for your support. Thanks for coming on. Love y'all. Prater's a beast, too.